How Your Mind Can Bend the Universe in Your Favor. Introduction. This audiobook reveals the ancient secrets of how your mind can bend the universe in your favor. As you listen, you'll uncover the truth. Everything starts in your mind, and the power to shape your reality has always been within you. Your reality is not just a series of random events. It's a direct result of how you think, feel, and believe. The mind is an extraordinary force, capable of shaping your life in ways you may have never imagined. Every thought you generate, every belief you nurture, and every intention you set carries the power to influence the world around you. This book will guide you to unlock that power. It will show you how to harness your mind's incredible potential to bend the universe to your favor. By changing the way you think, speak, and act, you can attract the success, happiness, and abundance you desire. The universe is a mirror, reflecting back to you the energy you project. Are you ready to learn how to make it work for you? Let's begin this transformative journey. Chapter 1. Believe in your power. Your journey to transforming your life begins with one fundamental step: believing in your own power. This belief is the foundation for everything else. Without it, even the best intentions and efforts can fall flat. Think of belief as the key that unlocks the door to all your dreams and goals. When you doubt yourself, you are closing that door, blocking your path, and allowing fear and uncertainty to take control. But when you have a strong, unshakable belief in your abilities, you give yourself the permission to dream big, act confidently, and pursue your goals with determination. Belief is not just about wishing for things to get better. It's about knowing deep within yourself that you are capable of making them better. It's about trusting that no matter what challenges come your way, you have the inner strength and resources to overcome them. When you truly believe in yourself, it sends a signal to the universe, and everything around you begins to align with your intentions. Opportunities will present themselves, people will come into your life to help you, and situations will arise that support your success. To cultivate this belief, start your day with a powerful affirmation. Every morning, take a moment to stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eye, and say, "I am powerful, I am capable, and I deserve all the good things life has to offer." Say it with conviction, as if you are declaring a truth that has always existed. Let this mantra fill you with confidence and strength, and carry that energy with you throughout the day. Over time, this simple practice will help you build an inner foundation of belief that nothing can shake. Chapter 2. The Secret Game of Life. Life is often seen as a series of random events, but what if you could understand it as a game, one where you have the power to set the rules? The truth is, life is a game, and the secret to winning lies in how you choose to play it. Most people go through life reacting to whatever comes their way, feeling like they are at the mercy of circumstances. They allow external situations, other people's opinions, and unexpected events to dictate how they feel and what they do. But once you understand that life is a game, you can start to see that you have more control than you think. In this game, your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are the moves you make. Just like in a video game where you choose your character's path, make decisions, and strategize, you have the power to shape your life's journey. The key is to approach life with a sense of purpose and playfulness. When you know that every challenge is just a level to master, every obstacle is a puzzle to solve, and every setback is a lesson to learn, you can approach life with confidence and creativity. The secret game of life is not about competing against others or trying to achieve perfection. It's about understanding that you are the main player, and you have the ability to choose how you respond to every situation. By playing the game wisely, you can navigate through life's challenges, make the most of every opportunity, and create a reality that aligns with your deepest desires. Chapter 3. Speak your reality into existence. Words are far more powerful than we often realize. They are not just sounds. They carry energy, intention, and the ability to shape our reality. Every time you speak, you are sending out vibrations that can influence your thoughts, actions, and the world around you. When you speak about your dreams and desires with conviction, you are actively programming your mind to believe in their possibility. This is why it's crucial to choose your words carefully and speak your reality into existence. Many people unknowingly sabotage their own success by using negative or limiting language. Phrases like "I can't," "I'm not good enough," or "it's impossible" create mental barriers that hold you back from achieving your goals. On the other hand, when you use empowering language, you set yourself up for success. Saying things like, "I am capable," "I will find a way," and "this is possible" shifts your mindset and aligns your thoughts with a more positive, action-oriented outlook. Speaking your reality into existence means declaring what you want as if it is already happening. It's not about pretending or lying to yourself. It's about building the confidence and belief needed to manifest your desires. When you consistently affirm your goals and speak about them with certainty, you train your mind to focus on opportunities, solutions, and actions that bring those goals closer to reality. This is why many successful people use affirmations and positive self-talk. They understand that their words can either build them up or tear them down. Think of your words as seeds. Every time you speak, you are planting seeds in the garden of your mind. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, you will grow a garden full of obstacles and limitations. But if you plant seeds of confidence, hope, and positivity, you will cultivate a garden of success and abundance. The universe responds to the energy you put out, so make sure your words reflect the reality you want to create. Chapter 4. Setting your intention for the game. Before you can achieve anything in life, you need to have a clear intention. Think of intention as the compass that guides your actions and decisions. Without it, you're like a ship drifting aimlessly at sea, going wherever the waves take you. Setting a strong, clear intention gives you direction and purpose, ensuring that every step you take is aligned with your goals. Intention is more than just a wish or a vague desire. It's a deliberate, focused declaration of what you want to achieve. When you set an intention, you are telling yourself and the universe, "This is what I am committed to creating in my life." This clarity helps you to stay focused, even when distractions, challenges, or doubts arise. It keeps you anchored, reminding you why you started and what you're working towards. The power of intention lies in its ability to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When your intention is clear, your mind starts to filter out what doesn't serve that goal and zooms in on what will help you achieve it. You begin to notice opportunities you might have overlooked before, and you find the motivation to take action even when it's difficult. This is why people who set strong intentions often seem more determined and focused. They know exactly what they want, and they're committed to making it happen. Setting an intention also sends a clear signal to the universe. Just as a radio tunes into a specific frequency, your intention tunes your energy to the frequency of what you want to attract. The universe responds by bringing people, situations, and opportunities into your life that match your intention. This is how you start to see the alignment of events that move you closer to your goals. Take a moment to think about what you truly want. Be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," set an intention like, "I am building a successful business that provides value to others and brings me financial freedom." This clarity will guide your actions and attract the right resources and people into your life. Remember, the more precise your intention, the more effective it will be. Chapter 5. Belief as the Master Key. Belief is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It is the master key that unlocks the doors to your dreams and desires. Without a solid belief in yourself and your vision, even the best plans and intentions will struggle to take shape. Belief is not just a mindset. It's a powerful force that influences your actions, decisions, and the way you perceive the world around you. When you truly believe in something, it creates a sense of certainty and confidence. This belief drives you to take action, even when obstacles appear, because you are convinced that what you are striving for is possible. On the other hand, doubt acts as a barrier, creating hesitation and fear that can prevent you from moving forward. If you constantly doubt your abilities or the possibility of success, your energy will be scattered, and you will find it hard to stay focused on your goals. Belief works like a magnet. It attracts the right opportunities, people, and circumstances into your life. When you firmly believe that you can achieve something, your mind starts to align with that vision. You begin to notice solutions instead of problems, and you see potential where others see obstacles. This shift in perception is crucial because it helps you take advantage of opportunities that you might have otherwise missed. Think of belief as the roots of a tree. The deeper and stronger the roots, the more resilient the tree will be against storms and challenges. In the same way, the stronger your belief, the more resilient you will be when faced with difficulties. Life will always have ups and downs, but if your belief is unshakable, you will find the strength to keep going, even when things get tough. Belief also has a way of influencing others. When people see that you are confident and fully committed to your vision, they are more likely to support and help you. This is why leaders, innovators, and successful individuals often inspire those around them. They radiate a sense of belief that others can feel and connect with. Building this kind of belief requires practice. Start by identifying any limiting beliefs you hold about yourself or your goals. Replace those thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am capable and ready to succeed." Over time, as you see small successes, your belief will grow stronger, and it will become the master key that opens all the doors you once thought were locked. Chapter 6. Aligning with the universal flow. One of the most powerful ways to create the life you desire is by aligning yourself with the universal flow. Imagine trying to swim against a strong current. It's exhausting, and no matter how hard you push, you find yourself struggling to make progress. But if you learn to move with the current, suddenly everything becomes easier, and you're carried effortlessly forward. This is what it means to align with the universal flow. The universe has a natural rhythm, a flow of energy that guides everything from the movement of the planets to the growth of a flower. When you align with this flow, you tap into a source of energy that makes your journey smoother and more enjoyable. This doesn't mean that life will be free of challenges, but it does mean that you'll be able to navigate those challenges with grace, confidence, and resilience. You'll find that things fall into place more naturally, and you experience more synchronicities, those coincidences that seem to come out of nowhere, guiding you exactly where you need to be. So, how do you align yourself with the universal flow? It starts with letting go of resistance. Resistance happens when you fight against what is happening, whether it's trying to control a situation, forcing an outcome, or holding on to things that no longer serve you. Resistance creates friction, which makes life feel harder than it needs to be. When you resist, you are essentially telling the universe, "I don't trust that things will work out unless I control every little detail." But the truth is, The more you try to control, the more you block the natural flow of energy. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or being passive. It means trusting that there is a larger plan at work and that sometimes things need to unfold in their own time and way. It's about releasing the need for things to happen exactly as you expect and opening yourself up to the possibility that they might happen in ways that are even better than you imagined. This mindset shift allows you to move from a state of anxiety and fear to one of trust and peace. Another way to align with the flow is to listen to your intuition. Intuition is like your internal compass, guiding you towards what feels right. It's that gut feeling that tells you when you're on the right path, even if it doesn't make logical sense at the time. Many people ignore their intuition because they are too focused on what they think they should do, but aligning with the universal flow means honoring those intuitive nudges. Often, your intuition will lead you to opportunities and insights that you couldn't have planned for, but are exactly what you need to move forward. Being present is also crucial for alignment. When you are constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, you are out of sync with the present moment, which is where the flow of life actually occurs. By practicing mindfulness and bringing your attention to the here and now, you are able to connect more deeply with the energy around you. This doesn't mean ignoring your goals. It means trusting that by focusing on what you can do right now, you are playing your part in the bigger picture. Consider the example of a river. The water doesn't force its way downstream. It flows naturally, finding the easiest path. It moves around obstacles rather than trying to break through them. This is how you should approach your goals. If something feels forced or isn't working, take a step back and ask yourself if there is an easier, more natural way forward. Sometimes this might mean changing your approach or even changing your goal altogether. The universe often guides us by showing resistance in areas where we are not meant to be and opening up paths where we are. Learning to read these signs and adapt is a key part of aligning with the flow. One of the most beautiful aspects of aligning with the universal flow is that it allows you to experience more joy and fulfillment. When you are constantly fighting against the current, life feels like a struggle. But when you learn to trust and move with the flow, you start to see life as an adventure, where every moment brings new opportunities and lessons. You begin to appreciate the journey, rather than just focusing on the destination. This shift not only makes life more enjoyable, but also helps you manifest your desires more easily because you are no longer blocking the energy that is trying to work in your favor. Gratitude is a powerful tool for alignment. When you express gratitude, you are acknowledging that the universe is already working in your favor. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, which helps you to stay in the flow of positive energy. Even when things don't go as planned, find something to be grateful for. This doesn't mean ignoring your problems, but rather choosing to see the good amidst the challenges. The more you practice gratitude, the more you attract situations that give you even more to be thankful for. Aligning with the universal flow is about finding harmony between your desires and the natural order of life. It's about trusting that everything happens for a reason, and that even when things seem to be going wrong, they are leading you to where you need to be. When you can master this, you will find that life becomes less of a struggle and more of a dance, where every step brings you closer to the life you truly want. Chapter 7. Overcoming Initial Doubts and Resistance. Every journey towards growth and success begins with a crucial first step, and often that step is filled with doubts and resistance. Whether you're starting a new project, pursuing a dream, or simply trying to change a habit, it's natural to face a wave of uncertainty. These initial doubts and resistance are a part of the process, but they don't have to hold you back. Learning how to overcome them is essential if you want to unlock your full potential and allow the universe to work in your favor. Doubt is like a shadow that creeps in whenever you decide to step out of your comfort zone. It's that little voice that says, "What if I fail?" or "Am I really capable of doing this?" This self-doubt is not unique to you. Everyone experiences it, even the most successful people. But what sets them apart is their ability to acknowledge doubt without letting it control their actions. Doubts are just thoughts, not truths, and the first step in overcoming them is recognizing that they are often based on fear, not reality. Most of the time, doubt arises because your mind is trying to protect you from failure, embarrassment, or discomfort. It's a defense mechanism that wants to keep you safe, but it does so by convincing you to play small and avoid taking risks. However, if you allow doubt to dictate your actions, you end up missing out on the opportunities that lie on the other side of your fears. Think of doubt as a gatekeeper. It appears just before you're about to make a breakthrough. The key is not to eliminate doubt completely, but to learn how to move forward despite it. Resistance, on the other hand, is that feeling of inner conflict when you know you should be doing something, but you can't bring yourself to do it. It's procrastination, hesitation, and avoidance all rolled into one. Resistance often shows up when you are faced with tasks that challenge your existing beliefs or habits. For example, you might resist starting a new workout routine because it means confronting the discomfort of physical exertion, or you might resist writing a book because it forces you to face your fear of not being good enough. Resistance is powerful, but it can be overcome by understanding where it comes from and how to address it. One of the most effective ways to combat doubt and resistance is through action. Action creates momentum, and once you start moving, even in the smallest of ways, the doubts and resistance begin to lose their power. It's like standing at the edge of a cold swimming pool, dreading how chilly the water might be. But the moment you jump in, you realize that the water is not as cold as you imagined, and you quickly adjust. The same principle applies to any endeavor. Once you take that first step, you'll find that the fear was mostly in your head. This is why it's so important to start small. You don't need to have everything figured out before you begin. Sometimes the mere act of starting is enough to break through the wall of resistance. Small, consistent actions build confidence, and as your confidence grows, your doubts diminish. Break your goals down into tiny, manageable steps that you can take every day. Each small step is a victory that tells your mind, "See, I can do this." Another powerful tool to overcome doubt and resistance is self-reflection. Often we don't realize how much of our resistance is tied to subconscious fears and limiting beliefs. Take some time to ask yourself, why am I feeling this doubt? What am I afraid of? Write down your thoughts, no matter how irrational they may seem. Sometimes just bringing these fears to light can make them less intimidating. For example, you might discover that your resistance to starting a new project comes from a fear of being judged or a belief that you're not talented enough. Once you identify the root of the problem, you can start to address it. Self-awareness allows you to reframe your doubts and resistance. Instead of seeing them as barriers, you can view them as signs that you're growing and challenging yourself. Growth is uncomfortable, and that's okay. The discomfort you feel is not a signal to stop, but a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Reframing your doubts can transform them into opportunities for growth. Instead of thinking, "What if I fail?" ask yourself, "What can I learn if things don't go as planned?" This shift in perspective can make all the difference. Visualization is another technique that can help. When doubt starts to creep in, close your eyes and visualize yourself succeeding. Picture yourself overcoming challenges, feeling confident, and achieving your goals. This mental imagery sends a message to your subconscious mind that success is possible, and it starts to shift your mindset from fear to confidence. Athletes and performers use this technique all the time. They rehearse their success in their minds so that when the time comes, they feel more prepared and less anxious. You can do the same in any area of your life. Having a support system can also make a huge difference. When you are surrounded by people who believe in you, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. Share your goals and fears with trusted friends, mentors, or loved ones. Often, they can offer perspectives and encouragement that help you see your situation in a new light. If you don't have people around who understand your vision, consider finding online communities or support groups where you can connect with like-minded individuals. Knowing that you're not alone can give you the courage to push through resistance. Understand that overcoming doubt and resistance is an ongoing process. There will be times when you feel confident and unstoppable, and there will be times when doubts creep back in. This is normal. The key is to build resilience so that even when doubts arise, you know how to handle them. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you practice overcoming small doubts, the stronger you become. With time, you'll notice that the things that used to paralyze you no longer have the same effect. Doubt and resistance are a natural part of the journey, but they don't have to be obstacles that hold you back. When you learn to recognize them, understand their roots, and take action despite them, you gain the power to move forward. You'll find that the universe starts to align with your efforts, opening doors and creating opportunities you never thought possible. Remember, the path to success is not always smooth, but every time you push through doubt and resistance, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you imagined. Chapter 8. The Power of Focus and Attention. In a world filled with endless distractions, the ability to focus is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Focus is the power that allows you to channel your energy, thoughts, and actions toward a single goal, amplifying your efforts and making it possible to achieve extraordinary results. Think of your mind as a magnifying glass. When you scatter your thoughts across multiple areas, you diffuse your energy, but when you focus your attention on one specific point, you can create enough intensity to ignite change. The power of focus and attention is like a laser, sharp, precise, and capable of cutting through any obstacle. One of the biggest challenges in today's world is maintaining focus. We are constantly bombarded by notifications, social media, emails, and a never-ending stream of information. These distractions pull our attention in different directions, making it difficult to concentrate on what truly matters. As a result, many people find themselves busy but not productive, spreading their energy too thin across too many tasks. The key to harnessing the power of focus is to learn how to manage your attention deliberately, so you can direct it towards your most important goals. Focus is not just about blocking out distractions, it's about choosing what you want to concentrate on. Your attention is a finite resource, and how you choose to allocate it determines the quality of your life. When you focus on problems, you create more stress and anxiety. When you focus on solutions, you open yourself up to creativity and problem solving. When you focus on your fears, you limit your potential, but when you focus on your strengths and opportunities, you empower yourself to grow. This is why it's so important to be intentional about where you direct your attention. The first step to mastering focus is setting clear priorities. You need to identify what is truly important to you and what will bring you closer to your goals. This might sound simple, but many people struggle with it because they have not taken the time to define what success looks like for them. If you don't have a clear sense of direction, it's easy to get caught up in activities that don't actually contribute to your growth. Take some time to reflect on your goals and ask yourself, what are the most important things I want to achieve, and what actions will help me get there? Once you have a clear vision, you can start to eliminate tasks and distractions that don't align with your priorities. One of the most effective ways to improve focus is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, without judgment or distraction. When you are mindful, you give your full attention to what you are doing, whether it's a task at work, a conversation with a friend, or a moment of relaxation. This helps you to deepen your focus and prevents your mind from wandering to other things. Studies have shown that regular mindfulness practice can improve concentration, enhance problem-solving skills, and even increase creativity. Start by dedicating just a few minutes each day to mindfulness exercises, such as focused breathing or meditation, and gradually build up from there. Another important aspect of focus is learning to say no. Many people find it hard to turn down requests, opportunities, or invitations because they don't want to disappoint others or miss out. But saying yes to everything means spreading yourself too thin, which ultimately drains your energy and diminishes your ability to focus on what really matters. It's okay to set boundaries and prioritize your own goals. When you say no to things that are not aligned with your purpose, you're actually saying yes to yourself and your dreams. This doesn't mean you have to be rigid or inflexible. It just means being intentional about how you spend your time and energy. Creating a conducive environment for focus is also essential. Your surroundings play a significant role in your ability to concentrate. If your workspace is cluttered, noisy, or filled with distractions, it's going to be much harder to maintain focus. Take the time to organize your space, remove unnecessary items, and create a setting that helps you stay calm and focused. This might mean finding a quiet place to work, using noise-canceling headphones, or setting up a dedicated area for specific tasks. The more you can control your environment, the easier it will be to direct your attention where it's needed. The power of focus also lies in your ability to sustain attention over time. This is where discipline comes into play. Focus is not just about short bursts of concentration. It's about being able to maintain that concentration for extended periods. This is often referred to as deep work, a state of focused, uninterrupted work that allows you to produce high-quality results. Deep work is where you can make real progress on complex tasks and creative projects, but it requires training your brain to resist distractions and stay engaged. One way to build this discipline is by using techniques like the Pomodoro method, where you work for a set amount of time, 25 minutes, and then take a short break. This helps you build stamina and keeps your mind sharp. Another key to sustaining focus is taking care of your mental and physical health. Your brain is like any other part of your body. It needs proper nutrition, rest, and exercise to function at its best. If you are constantly tired, stressed, or overwhelmed, it will be much harder to maintain focus. Make sure you are getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, and incorporating regular physical activity into your routine. These habits might seem unrelated to focus, but they have a huge impact on your ability to concentrate and think clearly. When your body is healthy, your mind is sharper, and your focus is stronger. Understand that focus is a skill, and like any skill, it requires practice. You are not going to become a master of focus overnight, and that's okay. Start small, set realistic goals, and gradually increase the amount of time you can stay focused. Celebrate your progress, and don't be too hard on yourself if you get distracted. The more you practice, the better you will get at managing your attention. Over time, you'll find that you are able to accomplish more in less time, and your productivity will soar. The power of focus and attention is not just about getting things done, it's about directing your life towards your most meaningful goals. When you can concentrate your efforts on what truly matters, you create a ripple effect that touches every area of your life. Your relationships improve because you are more present with others. Your work improves because you can give your best effort. Your sense of purpose and fulfillment grows because you are actively moving towards your dreams. Focus is not just a tool for productivity, it's a pathway to a more intentional, meaningful, and successful life. Chapter 9. Playing the Inner Game. Success and fulfillment in life are not just about external achievements. They are deeply rooted in mastering your inner world. This is what is often referred to as playing the inner game. While most people focus on external factors like wealth, status, and recognition, those who truly thrive understand that everything begins within. Your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and mindset form the foundation of your reality. If you can master your inner game, the outer world will follow suit. The inner game is about understanding yourself on a deeper level. It's about recognizing the patterns of thought and behavior that drive your actions and learning how to reshape them to align with your goals. Many people feel stuck because they are constantly battling their own minds, dealing with self-doubt, fear, anxiety, and negative self-talk. If you can't get control over these internal struggles, it doesn't matter how much effort you put into external activities. You'll always feel like you're swimming against the current. The first step in playing the inner game is developing self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. It's like stepping back and looking at yourself from a distance, which allows you to see the patterns that are holding you back. For example, you might realize that you have a habit of doubting your abilities whenever you face a new challenge, or you might notice that you tend to procrastinate when you feel overwhelmed. These insights are crucial because you can't change what you don't understand. To build self-awareness, practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Spend a few minutes each day observing your thoughts without trying to change them. Notice how certain situations make you feel and what triggers specific reactions. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for self-reflection. By writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can start to identify recurring themes and gain clarity on what's going on inside your mind. The more self-aware you become, the easier it will be to spot the negative patterns that need to be addressed. Another key element of the inner game is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your emotions effectively. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's natural to experience a wide range of emotions, from joy and excitement to sadness and frustration. However, it's how you deal with these emotions that determines your success. Many people allow their emotions to control their actions, reacting impulsively or making decisions based on temporary feelings. But when you develop emotional intelligence, you learn to respond rather than react. This means you can acknowledge your emotions without letting them dictate your behavior, which leads to better decision-making and more balanced relationships. Imagine you're facing a difficult situation at work. If you react based on your immediate feelings of anger or frustration, you might say or do something you regret later. But if you can take a step back, recognize your emotions, and process them calmly, you can respond in a way that is thoughtful and constructive. This kind of emotional control is essential for navigating the challenges of life, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth. Playing the inner game also involves overcoming limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are the subconscious thoughts that tell you what you can and cannot do. These beliefs are often formed early in life based on past experiences, and they can be deeply ingrained. For example, you might believe that you're not smart enough to succeed, not attractive enough to find love, or not capable enough to pursue your dreams. These beliefs act as invisible barriers that prevent you from reaching your full potential. The good news is that limiting beliefs can be changed. The first step is to identify them. Listen to the way you talk to yourself. Do you find yourself thinking, "I can't do this, I'm not good enough," or "This is impossible for me"? These are signs of limiting beliefs. Once you've identified them, challenge them by asking, "Is this really true?" Often, you'll find that these beliefs are based on assumptions rather than facts. Replace them with more empowering beliefs, like, "I am capable of learning," "I deserve success," or "I am open to new possibilities." Over time, this shift in mindset can open up new doors and opportunities. Visualization is another powerful tool for mastering the inner game. Visualization is the practice of creating vivid mental images of your desired outcomes. It's like rehearsing success in your mind. When you visualize your goals, your mind starts to believe that they are possible, which boosts your confidence and motivation. Athletes use this technique all the time. They mentally practice their routines, envisioning themselves performing perfectly, which helps them stay focused and calm under pressure. You can use visualization to prepare for anything, from a big presentation to a personal goal. By repeatedly picturing yourself succeeding, you condition your mind to make it a reality. A crucial aspect of playing the inner game is building resilience. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how well you plan, things won't always go your way. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward. People who lack resilience often give up at the first sign of trouble, but those who master their inner game see challenges as opportunities to grow. They don't let failure define them. Instead, they use it as a learning experience. Developing resilience requires a combination of self-belief, patience, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. It's about understanding that setbacks are a part of the journey and not a reflection of your worth or abilities. Self-discipline is another essential part of mastering the inner game. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses and stay committed to your goals, even when it's difficult. It's easy to feel motivated when everything is going smoothly, but true self-discipline is tested when you're tired, stressed, or tempted by distractions. Cultivating self-discipline means setting clear boundaries for yourself and sticking to them. For example, if you decide to wake up early to work on a project, self-discipline means actually getting out of bed when your alarm goes off, even if you don't feel like it. The more you practice self-discipline, the stronger it becomes, and the easier it is to stay focused on your long-term goals. Gratitude also plays a vital role in the inner game. It might seem unrelated, but practicing gratitude can significantly shift your mindset. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you train your mind to look for the positives in life rather than dwelling on the negatives. This doesn't mean ignoring your problems. It means balancing your perspective. By cultivating gratitude, you create a more optimistic and resilient mindset that helps you handle challenges with grace. Start by writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day. Over time, this simple practice can change the way you see the world and improve your overall well-being. Playing the inner game is about creating harmony between your mind, emotions, and actions. It's about building a strong internal foundation that can withstand the ups and downs of life. When you master your inner world, you become less reactive and more deliberate. You stop seeking validation from external sources and start finding peace and confidence within yourself. This inner strength reflects in everything you do. Your relationships improve, your work becomes more fulfilling, and your ability to navigate life's challenges becomes second nature. The more you play and master the inner game, the more the outer world will align with your desires, leading you to a life of true fulfillment and success. Chapter 10. Harnessing the Emotional Alchemy of Life. Emotions are a fundamental part of the human experience. They shape how we see the world, how we interact with others, and how we respond to challenges. Yet, most people allow their emotions to control them, reacting impulsively to situations instead of consciously choosing how to feel and act. Emotional alchemy is the process of transforming your emotions, especially the negative ones, into a source of strength, wisdom, and creativity. It's about mastering your emotions rather than being mastered by them, and learning to use them as fuel to power your life forward. Think of emotions as energy. Anger, fear, sadness, joy, and love are all different forms of energy that flow through you. When you're happy, you feel light and motivated. When you're angry, you may feel intense, powerful, and even ready to take action. When you're sad, your energy drops, and everything seems heavier. Emotions can either propel you to greatness or pull you down, depending on how you handle them. Emotional alchemy teaches you to channel these energies in a way that benefits you, turning even the most challenging emotions into a force that drives you toward your goals. The first step in harnessing the power of emotional alchemy is to become aware of your emotions. Many people suppress or ignore their feelings, hoping they will disappear. But when you bury your emotions, they don't go away. They become internalized, creating stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. Instead, you need to acknowledge your emotions and allow yourself to fully experience them. This doesn't mean acting out or letting them take control, but rather sitting with them, observing them, and understanding what they're trying to tell you. Emotions are messengers, and each one carries important information about what's happening within you. For example, anger often arises when you feel that a boundary has been crossed or when you perceive an injustice. Instead of lashing out or bottling up your anger, use it as a signal to examine what's causing it. Ask yourself, why am I angry? What is this emotion trying to tell me? By understanding the root of your anger, you can take more constructive action. Maybe it means setting clearer boundaries, having an honest conversation with someone, or taking steps to change a situation. Anger can be a powerful motivator for change if you learn to channel it properly. Fear is another emotion that can be transformed through emotional alchemy. Fear often gets a bad reputation because it makes us feel vulnerable, anxious, and hesitant. But fear can also be a guide, showing us where we need to grow. When you feel fear, it's usually because you're stepping out of your comfort zone or facing the unknown. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, see it as an opportunity to push past your limits. Many of the most successful people have learned to use fear as a signal that they're on the edge of something great. They understand that growth happens outside of their comfort zone, and they embrace fear as part of the process. Sadness and grief are emotions that many people struggle with, but they too hold the potential for transformation. When you experience loss, whether it's the end of a relationship, the loss of a loved one, or a missed opportunity, it's natural to feel sad. Sadness is a way of processing change and adjusting to a new reality. Instead of avoiding it, allow yourself to grieve. In the process of fully feeling and expressing your sadness, you can find healing. Over time, sadness can deepen your sense of empathy, compassion, and gratitude, making you a more resilient and understanding person. One of the most transformative emotions is love. Love has the power to uplift, heal, and inspire. It's an expansive emotion that opens you up to new possibilities and connections. When you operate from a place of love, whether it's love for yourself, love for others, or love for what you do, you align yourself with a higher vibration that attracts positivity and abundance. Love can also act as a counterbalance to negative emotions. For example, when you're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, taking a moment to focus on something you love can shift your energy almost instantly. This doesn't mean ignoring your problems, but finding strength and comfort in love to help you face them. A crucial part of emotional alchemy is learning to regulate your emotions without suppressing them. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage your feelings in a healthy way, so you don't overreact to situations or make impulsive decisions that you might regret later. This requires self-discipline and self-awareness. When you feel overwhelmed by emotions, try techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or grounding exercises to calm your nervous system. These practices can help you create space between feeling an emotion and reacting to it, giving you more control over how you respond. Emotional alchemy also involves reframing your experiences. Sometimes the way we perceive a situation can intensify our emotions. For example, if you view a setback as a failure, you might feel defeated and give up. But if you reframe that setback as a learning experience, it can ignite your determination to try again. The way you interpret events plays a significant role in how you feel about them. By changing your perspective, you can change your emotional response. This is why maintaining a positive, solution-oriented mindset is so important. It helps you see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. Creative expression is another tool for emotional alchemy. Emotions, especially intense ones, need to be expressed. When you're feeling a strong emotion, try channeling it into something creative. Write, paint, dance, play music, or engage in any activity that allows you to express yourself. Creativity transforms raw emotions into something beautiful and meaningful. It's a way of releasing what's inside you without letting it overwhelm you. Many great works of art, literature, and music have been born from deep emotions. This is because creativity is a form of emotional alchemy, turning pain, joy, love, and sorrow into something that can be shared, understood, and appreciated. Gratitude also plays a pivotal role in transforming emotions. It might seem difficult to feel grateful when you're struggling, but gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. It doesn't make your problems disappear, but it changes the lens through which you view them. When you cultivate gratitude, you start to see how even the difficult moments have something to offer, whether it's a lesson, a new perspective, or an opportunity for growth. Practicing gratitude daily, even for the small things, can help you maintain a balanced emotional state and build resilience against stress. Self-compassion is a vital element of emotional alchemy. Many people are hard on themselves when they feel negative emotions, thinking they should always be positive or have everything figured out. But the reality is, everyone experiences a range of emotions, and it's okay to not be okay sometimes. Being kind to yourself when you're struggling doesn't mean indulging in self-pity. It means acknowledging your pain and treating yourself with the same care and understanding that you would offer to a friend. Self-compassion allows you to navigate through difficult emotions without harsh judgment, which is essential for emotional healing and transformation. Emotional alchemy is about turning your inner chaos into harmony, your pain into strength, and your fear into courage. It's not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be happy all the time. It's about understanding the role each emotion plays in your life and learning to harness its power. When you master the art of emotional alchemy, you gain the ability to transform any experience, good or bad, into a stepping stone toward personal growth and fulfillment. You become more resilient, adaptable, and empowered, capable of facing life's challenges with grace and confidence. Remember, emotions are not your enemy. They are your allies, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Learn to work with them, and they will lead you to a life that is not just lived, but truly felt. This expanded version of Chapter 10 explores the concept of emotional alchemy, emphasizing the transformation of various emotions into positive, constructive forces. It covers techniques like self-awareness, emotional regulation, reframing, creative expression, gratitude, and self-compassion, offering a comprehensive approach to mastering emotions. It encourages the reader to embrace their feelings, understand them, and channel them into personal growth and empowerment. Chapter 11. Spiritual Strategies for Overcoming Life's Obstacles. Life is full of obstacles, challenges, and unexpected turns. While we all face difficulties, what sets people apart is how they respond to them. Some get overwhelmed and defeated, while others rise above, finding strength, resilience, and wisdom in the process. Spiritual strategies offer a deeper, more meaningful approach to overcoming life's obstacles. They help you connect with a source of inner strength and peace, enabling you to face challenges not just with practicality, but with grace, acceptance, and purpose. When you learn to navigate life's difficulties with a spiritual perspective, you can transform even the toughest situations into opportunities for growth. One of the most powerful spiritual strategies is acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means acknowledging reality as it is, without resistance. When you face a difficult situation, the first instinct might be to fight against it, deny it, or wish it away. But resisting reality only adds to your stress and anxiety, making it harder to find solutions. Acceptance, on the other hand, allows you to see things clearly. It gives you the clarity to assess the situation without the cloud of anger, frustration, or denial. By accepting what is, you can shift your focus from "Why is this happening to me?" to "What can I do about this?" This mindset shift is the first step in overcoming obstacles. Mindfulness is another spiritual tool that can be incredibly effective in difficult times. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and fully engaged in the moment, without judgment. When you're mindful, you are not lost in thoughts about the past or anxious about the future. You are fully aware of the here and now. This awareness can be a powerful anchor when you're going through challenging times because it helps you stay grounded. Instead of getting swept away by fears and worries, mindfulness allows you to focus on what you can control in the present moment. It brings a sense of calm and steadiness, making it easier to navigate through life's storms. Prayer and meditation are also essential spiritual strategies for overcoming obstacles. When life feels overwhelming, connecting with a higher power through prayer can provide comfort, guidance, and a sense of hope. It's a way of expressing your concerns, fears, and desires, and seeking strength beyond your own. Even if you don't adhere to a particular religious belief, meditation can have a similar effect. Meditation helps you quiet the mind, reduce stress, and tap into a deeper state of peace. It creates space for insight and clarity, allowing you to see your challenges from a new perspective. Many people find that regular meditation helps them develop patience and resilience, which are crucial when facing obstacles. Gratitude might seem like an unlikely strategy for dealing with difficulties, but it is incredibly powerful. When you're struggling, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong and forget about what's still right. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from what you don't have to what you do have. It doesn't make your problems disappear, but it changes the way you perceive them. By finding things to be grateful for, even in the midst of challenges, you can maintain a more balanced and optimistic outlook. Gratitude helps you see that while things may be difficult, there are still aspects of life that bring joy, comfort, and support. This shift in perspective can give you the strength to keep going. Another spiritual strategy is cultivating compassion, both for yourself and for others. When you're facing obstacles, it's easy to be harsh on yourself, thinking you should be stronger, faster, or better. But self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, care, and understanding that you would offer to a friend who is struggling. It's about recognizing that everyone has difficulties, and it's okay to feel vulnerable. When you practice self-compassion, you stop criticizing yourself for not having everything figured out, and instead, give yourself the space to learn and grow. Similarly, showing compassion to others, even when they are not at their best, fosters empathy and understanding. This can strengthen your relationships and create a support system that helps you overcome challenges. Surrender is another profound spiritual concept that helps in overcoming life's obstacles. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting the process. It's about acknowledging that there are some things beyond your control and finding peace in that understanding. Surrender allows you to stop wasting energy on trying to force things to happen and instead focus on what you can influence. It opens you up to possibilities that you might not have considered because you were too focused on a specific outcome. By letting go of control, you create space for new opportunities and solutions to emerge. Connecting with nature is also a spiritual practice that can help you overcome obstacles. Nature has a calming, grounding effect that can bring clarity and peace during difficult times. Whether it's a walk in the park, sitting by the ocean, or hiking in the mountains, spending time in nature allows you to step away from the chaos of daily life and reconnect with yourself. The beauty and simplicity of nature can be a reminder that life, despite its challenges, is full of wonder. It helps put things into perspective, showing you that you are a part of something much larger than your immediate problems. Nature has a way of healing, nurturing, and restoring balance, which can be incredibly beneficial when you are facing obstacles. One of the most transformative spiritual strategies is finding meaning in your struggles. Life's challenges can feel pointless, painful, and unfair, but if you can find meaning in them, they become more bearable. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, wrote about the importance of finding meaning in suffering. He believed that even in the most difficult situations, there is an opportunity to grow, learn, and find purpose. This doesn't mean that you should seek out suffering, but when you face challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? Finding meaning in adversity can turn a painful experience into a powerful catalyst for personal growth. Developing a sense of faith is also a spiritual strategy that can help you overcome obstacles. Faith doesn't have to be religious. It can be faith in yourself, faith in the goodness of others, or faith in the process of life. Having faith means trusting that there is a way through, even when you can't see it yet. It's about believing that things will get better and that every difficulty you face is preparing you for something greater. Faith gives you the courage to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. It acts as a guiding light, helping you navigate through the darkness. Embracing a sense of purpose can be a powerful spiritual strategy. When you have a clear purpose, obstacles become less daunting because you know what you are striving for. Purpose gives you direction and motivation, making it easier to persevere through tough times. It doesn't have to be a grand mission. It can be as simple as wanting to be a better person, help others, or achieve a specific goal. When you are connected to a purpose, you draw strength from it, and it fuels your determination to overcome whatever challenges come your way. Spiritual strategies for overcoming life's obstacles are about more than just finding solutions. They are about finding peace, strength, and resilience in the face of adversity. They teach you to approach challenges with a sense of calm and acceptance rather than fear and resistance. They help you connect with a deeper part of yourself that is strong, wise, and capable of handling whatever life throws your way. By integrating these spiritual practices into your life, you can transform your approach to obstacles, turning them into opportunities for growth, connection, and fulfillment. Remember, life's challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you, shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Chapter 12. Manifesting through Visualization and Imagination. Visualization and imagination are two of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest your desires and shape your reality. They are not just abstract concepts, but practical techniques that allow you to tap into the creative power of your mind. When you learn how to effectively visualize and use your imagination, you can turn your dreams into reality, transform obstacles into opportunities, and bring your deepest desires to life. Manifestation through visualization is about creating a mental image of what you want and aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions to make that image a reality. Many of the most successful people in the world, from athletes to entrepreneurs, use visualization to achieve their goals. It's a technique that involves imagining yourself already in possession of what you desire, seeing it clearly in your mind, and experiencing the emotions associated with having it. Visualization works because your brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you consistently visualize your goals, you are training your brain to see them as attainable and real. This, in turn, affects your behavior, mindset, and the energy you project, all of which play a critical role in bringing your goals to fruition. The process of visualization begins with clarity. You need to have a clear, specific idea of what you want to manifest. Vague desires lead to vague results, so it's important to be as precise as possible. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success looks like for you. Is it a particular job, a certain income level, a specific lifestyle? The clearer you are about your goals, the more powerful your visualization will be. Once you have a clear vision, close your eyes and picture yourself achieving that goal. Imagine every detail, what you see, hear, feel, and even smell. The more vivid and realistic your visualization, the more effective it will be. To enhance your visualization, engage all your senses. Imagine what it would feel like to accomplish your goal. If your goal is to own a beautiful house, don't just picture the exterior. Visualize walking through the rooms, feeling the texture of the walls, hearing the sounds of the environment, and even smelling the fresh scent of the garden outside. By involving multiple senses, you create a more immersive and compelling image, which helps reinforce your belief that it is possible. This is crucial because the more real the visualization feels, the more your mind starts to accept it as a reality, paving the way for manifestation. Emotion plays a key role in effective visualization. Simply picturing something is not enough. You need to feel the emotions that come with achieving your goal. Emotions are the driving force behind your desires. They give energy to your thoughts and make them more powerful. When you visualize, allow yourself to feel the excitement, joy, pride, and gratitude as if your goal has already been achieved. These emotions raise your vibration and help you attract the people, opportunities, and circumstances that align with your desires. For example, if you're visualizing a successful business, feel the pride of running it, the joy of seeing happy customers, and the gratitude for the support and opportunities that made it possible. Another powerful aspect of visualization is repetition. Like any skill, the more you practice, the better you get. Repeating your visualization daily helps reinforce your goals and keeps them at the forefront of your mind. It's like planting a seed and nurturing it every day until it grows. The more you focus on your desired outcome, the more your subconscious mind starts working on ways to make it happen. Over time, you will begin to notice that you are naturally drawn to actions, ideas, and opportunities that support your goals. This is not a coincidence. It is the result of your subconscious aligning with your intentions through consistent visualization. Creating a vision board can also be an effective way to enhance your visualization practice. A vision board is a physical representation of your goals, pictures, words, and symbols that represent what you want to achieve. By placing your vision board somewhere you can see it every day, you provide a constant reminder of your goals and reinforce your commitment to achieving them. Vision boards work because they keep your desires visible and tangible, making it easier for you to stay focused and motivated. Every time you look at your vision board, you are engaging in a mini visualization session which helps strengthen your belief in your ability to manifest your goals. Imagination, closely related to visualization, is another powerful tool in the manifestation process. Imagination is the ability to create ideas and scenarios that don't yet exist in reality. It allows you to explore possibilities, dream big, and think outside the box. Imagination is where all innovation and creativity begin. When you harness the power of your imagination, you can come up with new solutions to problems, envision new paths to success, and see potential where others see obstacles. It's about allowing yourself to dream without limits and daring to imagine a reality that goes beyond your current circumstances. The key to using imagination for manifestation is to let go of any limiting beliefs. Often, when we try to imagine our ideal life, self-doubt and fear creep in, telling us that it's unrealistic or impossible. These limiting beliefs act as barriers that prevent you from fully engaging with your imagination. To break through these barriers, practice shifting your mindset. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," ask yourself, "What if I could?" Allow your imagination to roam freely, without judgment or restriction. When you let go of limitations, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. Manifestation through visualization and imagination also requires action. Visualization is not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about preparing your mind for success so that you are ready to act when the opportunity arises. When you consistently visualize your goals, your mind starts to work on ways to make them a reality. This might mean noticing opportunities you previously overlooked, feeling inspired to learn a new skill, or suddenly getting an idea that moves you closer to your goal. The universe can only do so much. You must be willing to meet it halfway by taking consistent, inspired action. One of the reasons visualization works so well is because it helps rewire your brain. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, means that when you repeatedly visualize a scenario, your brain starts to treat it as a real experience. This is why athletes use visualization to enhance their performance. They are literally training their brains to execute specific movements by imagining them over and over. You can use the same principle to train your mind for success, resilience, and confidence. By visualizing yourself overcoming challenges, achieving goals, and thriving, you build mental pathways that make it easier to perform these actions in real life. Another practical approach to visualization is scripting. Scripting involves writing about your goals as if they have already happened. For example, instead of writing, "I want to get a promotion," write, "I am so grateful that I received a promotion at work. I love my new position, and it has brought me so many wonderful opportunities." Scripting helps you clarify your desires, reinforce your belief in their possibility, and engage your imagination. When you write about your future in the present tense, you start to feel as if it is already happening, which reinforces the emotions and mindset needed for manifestation. It's important to trust the process. Visualization and imagination are not magic tricks that deliver instant results. They are tools that help you align your mind, emotions, and actions with your goals. Sometimes it might take longer than you expect for your dreams to manifest, and that's okay. Trust that everything is unfolding in the right way and at the right time. Be patient, stay committed to your vision, and keep taking small, consistent steps towards your goals. The journey of manifestation is not just about the end result. It's about the person you become in the process, more confident, more resilient, and more aligned with your true self. Manifesting through visualization and imagination is about more than just thinking positive thoughts. It's about creating a clear, vivid picture of your goals, engaging your emotions, and taking inspired action. When you master these techniques, you can transform your life, turn your dreams into reality, and live a life that is not just successful, but deeply fulfilling. Remember, everything you see around you was once imagined by someone. If they can do it, so can you. Use the power of your mind to create the life you desire, and watch as your imagination becomes your reality. Chapter 13. Developing Inner Confidence and Trust. Confidence is often seen as something you either have or don't have, but the truth is, it's a skill that can be cultivated and developed. Inner confidence is the quiet, steady belief in yourself and your abilities. It's not about arrogance or pretending to be something you're not. It's about trusting that you have the capacity to handle whatever life throws at you. When you develop inner confidence, you radiate a sense of calm and assurance, and this energy attracts positive opportunities, people, and experiences into your life. Confidence and trust in yourself are the foundations for success, happiness, and personal fulfillment. The first step in developing inner confidence is to understand where it truly comes from. Many people think confidence is built from external achievements, getting a promotion, winning an award, or receiving praise. While these things can boost your self-esteem, they do not create lasting confidence. True inner confidence is not dependent on external validation. It comes from within. It's about knowing your worth, regardless of the outcome or the opinions of others. It's about trusting your journey, even when you're faced with setbacks or failures. When your confidence is rooted in external factors, it's fragile and can easily be shaken. But when it's based on a solid inner foundation, it remains unshakable, no matter what happens around you. One way to build inner confidence is through self-awareness. Self-awareness allows you to understand your strengths, weaknesses, values, and passions. When you know yourself deeply, you have a clearer sense of what you are capable of, which helps build confidence. Take time to reflect on your experiences, both positive and negative. Identify what you've learned from them and recognize the skills and qualities you have developed. This process helps you see yourself more clearly and appreciate your unique attributes. Confidence grows when you accept yourself fully, with all your strengths and imperfections, knowing that you are still capable of achieving great things. Another essential aspect of developing inner confidence is setting small, achievable goals. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start by setting small, realistic goals that you can accomplish. Every time you complete a task or achieve a goal, no matter how small, you build trust in yourself. These small successes accumulate over time, creating a solid foundation of confidence. For example, If you're nervous about speaking in public, start by practicing in front of a mirror, then speak in front of a few friends, and gradually build up to larger audiences. Each step forward reinforces your belief in your abilities, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges. Inner confidence also involves embracing failure as a part of the journey. Many people fear failure because they see it as a reflection of their inadequacy, but failure is not a sign of weakness. It's a natural part of growth. Every successful person has failed many times before achieving their goals. What sets them apart is their ability to learn from failure and use it as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. When you change your perspective on failure, you stop being afraid of it. Instead of thinking, "I failed, so I'm not good enough," you can say, "This didn't work out, but I learned something valuable that will help me succeed next time." This mindset shift allows you to take risks, try new things, and grow, which are all essential for building confidence. Self-talk plays a crucial role in developing inner confidence. The way you talk to yourself matters more than you might realize. Negative self-talk can erode your confidence, while positive, supportive self-talk can strengthen it. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Do you often criticize yourself, call yourself names, or doubt your abilities? If so, make a conscious effort to change these patterns. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations that reinforce your self-belief. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," tell yourself, "I am capable and I will find a way." Over time, these affirmations become ingrained, helping to build a more confident mindset. One powerful tool for developing inner confidence is visualization. Visualization is the practice of imagining yourself succeeding, feeling confident, and achieving your goals. When you visualize your success, you create a mental blueprint that your mind can follow. It helps reduce anxiety and builds confidence because you're mentally rehearsing positive outcomes. Before facing a challenging situation, take a few moments to close your eyes and visualize yourself handling it with confidence and ease. Imagine how you would feel, how you would act, and the positive result you would achieve. This technique helps calm your nerves and boosts your confidence, making it easier to perform well when the moment arrives. Self-trust is another essential component of inner confidence. Trusting yourself means having faith in your judgment, decisions, and ability to navigate through life's uncertainties. It's about believing that you have the wisdom and strength to handle whatever comes your way, even if you don't have all the answers right now. Many people struggle with self-trust because they are afraid of making mistakes. But mistakes are not the end of the world. They are opportunities for learning and growth. When you trust yourself, you give yourself the freedom to make decisions, take risks, and move forward, even when the outcome is uncertain. Self-trust is what allows you to stand by your choices and actions without constantly second-guessing or seeking validation from others. Developing inner confidence also requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Confidence is not built by staying in safe, familiar territory. It grows when you challenge yourself to do things that make you uncomfortable. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. This doesn't mean you have to take huge, overwhelming risks all the time. It can be as simple as speaking up in a meeting, trying a new hobby, or taking on a project that scares you. The more you push your boundaries, the more confident you become, and the more you realize that your fears are often bigger in your mind than they are in reality. Another way to build inner confidence is to surround yourself with positive, supportive people. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on how you see yourself. If you are constantly around people who criticize, doubt, or belittle you, it will be harder to build confidence. Seek out friends, mentors, and colleagues who uplift and encourage you. These are the people who see your potential, believe in your dreams, and push you to be your best. Their support can help you see your strengths more clearly and reinforce your belief in yourself. Gratitude is a subtle yet powerful way to build confidence. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, helping you appreciate your strengths, achievements, and the progress you've made. When you regularly practice gratitude, you begin to see yourself in a more positive light. This doesn't mean ignoring areas where you need improvement. It means balancing your perspective so that you recognize your worth and value. Start by writing down 3 things you are grateful for about yourself every day. It could be your skills, qualities, or the way you handled a difficult situation. Over time, this practice will help build a stronger sense of self-confidence. Developing inner confidence involves committing to continuous self-improvement. Confidence is not a destination, it's a journey. The more you learn, grow, and improve, the more confident you become. Invest in yourself by learning new skills, gaining knowledge, and challenging your existing beliefs. Read books, take courses, seek feedback, and never stop growing. The process of self-improvement builds confidence because it shows you that you are capable of change and growth. It helps you see that you have the power to shape your life, which is the essence of inner confidence. Inner confidence and self-trust are about creating a solid foundation within yourself, so that no matter what happens externally, you remain strong, stable, and sure of who you are. When you develop these qualities, you stop seeking approval and validation from others because you have already found it within. You become more resilient, adaptable, and open to life's opportunities because you trust that you have the ability to handle whatever comes your way. Remember, confidence is not about never feeling afraid or uncertain. It's about feeling those emotions and moving forward anyway. It's about believing in yourself, even when things don't go as planned, and trusting that every experience, good or bad, is part of your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. Chapter 14. The Role of Patience and Persistence. Patience and persistence are often overlooked in today's fast-paced world, where instant gratification is the norm. We live in a time where we expect results quickly, and if things don't happen as fast as we want, we get frustrated, anxious, or lose interest. But real success, growth, and fulfillment are not achieved overnight. They require time, effort, and a willingness to keep going, even when progress seems slow. Patience and persistence are the twin virtues that empower you to stay on course, overcome setbacks, and eventually reach your goals. Together, they form the backbone of resilience, determination, and enduring success. Patience is the ability to wait for the right moment, to endure delays, and to remain calm in the face of adversity. It is about understanding that some things take time to grow, just like a seed needs time to become a tree. Imagine planting a seed and expecting it to bear fruit the next day. No matter how much you water it, it won't happen. The same goes for your dreams and goals. They need time, nurturing, and care to blossom. Patience allows you to stay committed and focused, even when results are not immediately visible. It helps you to appreciate the journey, rather than just obsessing over the destination. Persistence, on the other hand, is the determination to keep going despite obstacles, setbacks, and failures. It is the ability to push through difficulties, to rise after falling, and to keep moving forward even when things get tough. Persistence is what separates those who give up from those who succeed. It's not about never failing, it's about not letting failure stop you. Every time you encounter a challenge, persistence gives you the strength to try again, to find another way, and to keep your eyes on the prize. It's the relentless pursuit of your goals, even when the path is uncertain or filled with obstacles. The journey to success is rarely a straight line. It is often filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Patience helps you accept these detours without getting discouraged, while persistence drives you to find a way around them. Together, they create a powerful force that keeps you moving forward, no matter what. Many of the most successful people in the world have achieved greatness not because they were the most talented, but because they were the most persistent. They were willing to put in the work, face rejection, endure failure, and keep going until they achieved their vision. One of the biggest challenges with patience is dealing with the frustration of slow progress. It's easy to feel discouraged when you're putting in effort but not seeing immediate results. This is where the importance of trusting the process comes in. Trusting the process means believing that your efforts will pay off, even if you can't see the outcome right now. It's about having faith that every small step you take is bringing you closer to your goal. Patience allows you to see the value in those small steps, knowing that they are essential building blocks for your ultimate success. To cultivate patience, start by setting realistic expectations. Many people give up on their goals because they set unrealistic timelines and then get disappointed when they don't achieve them. Understand that significant achievements take time. Break down your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks and celebrate each milestone along the way. This will help you stay motivated and reduce the pressure of trying to achieve everything at once. For example, if you're learning a new skill, don't expect to master it in a week. Focus on making small improvements every day, and over time, those small improvements will add up to significant progress. Persistence requires mental toughness and resilience. It's about developing the mindset that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to success. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This is the essence of persistence, seeing each setback not as a failure, but as feedback that guides you closer to the solution. When you encounter obstacles, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? This mindset shift allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than roadblocks. Another critical aspect of persistence is perseverance in the face of uncertainty. When you start something new, whether it's a business, a project, or a personal goal, there are no guarantees of success. You don't know how things will turn out, and that uncertainty can be intimidating. Persistence is what keeps you moving forward, even when the outcome is unclear. It's about being willing to take risks, make mistakes, and keep trying until you find a way that works. This kind of persistence requires a deep sense of purpose and commitment. When you are clear about why you are pursuing your goal, it becomes easier to push through the tough times. Self-discipline plays a crucial role in building both patience and persistence. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions, temptations, or challenges arise. It's about making consistent efforts, day after day, even when you don't feel like it. This consistency is what leads to progress over time. For example, if you're trying to get fit, self-discipline means going to the gym regularly, even when you're tired or busy. It means making healthy choices, even when it's easier to give in to cravings. The same principle applies to any goal. Self-discipline is what keeps you on track, while patience and persistence help you keep going until you reach the finish line. Another essential quality that supports patience and persistence is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, disappointments, and failures. It's about having the mental and emotional strength to recover quickly and continue moving forward. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, and resilience is what helps you handle them without losing your motivation or confidence. To build resilience, practice gratitude, self-compassion, and positive thinking. These practices help you maintain a balanced perspective, so you don't get overwhelmed by temporary difficulties. Learning to manage stress and anxiety is also vital for maintaining patience and persistence. When you're under stress, it's easy to feel impatient and want to quit. Developing coping strategies such as mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing exercises can help you stay calm and focused. These practices allow you to take a step back, clear your mind, and approach your challenges with a fresh perspective. When you manage stress effectively, you can maintain a sense of patience even in difficult situations and persist through obstacles with greater ease. One of the most rewarding aspects of developing patience and persistence is the sense of accomplishment and self-confidence that comes from overcoming challenges. Every time you push through a difficult situation, every time you keep going when others might have given up, you build inner strength and confidence. You start to realize that you are capable of more than you thought, and this realization fuels your belief in your ability to achieve your dreams. This self-confidence, in turn, makes it easier to be patient and persistent because you trust that you have what it takes to succeed, no matter how long it takes. Patience and persistence teach you to value the journey as much as the destination. While it's essential to have goals and aspirations, life is not just about reaching the finish line. It's about the experiences, lessons, and growth that happen along the way. Patience allows you to savor these moments, to appreciate the small victories, and to find joy in the process. Persistence teaches you to keep going, to adapt, and to grow stronger with each challenge. Together, they create a balanced approach to life that is both purposeful and fulfilling. In the end, patience and persistence are not just about achieving success. They are about building character, resilience, and inner strength. They teach you to stay committed to your vision, to trust the process, and to keep moving forward, even when the path is difficult. By cultivating these qualities, you can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and determination, knowing that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Remember, great things take time, and the journey is as important as the destination. Be patient, stay persistent, and let your unwavering commitment guide you to success. Chapter 15. Cultivating Inner Peace and Stillness. In a world that is constantly moving, filled with noise, distractions, and endless demands, finding inner peace and stillness has become more important than ever. Many people associate peace with external conditions, thinking that if they can just solve their problems, eliminate stress, or reach a certain level of success, they will finally be at peace. But true inner peace is not about escaping life's challenges. It's about finding calmness and stability within yourself, regardless of what is happening around you. Cultivating inner peace is an ongoing practice that can transform your life, giving you the ability to navigate difficulties with grace, make clear decisions, and live more fully in the present moment. Inner peace starts with understanding that peace is a state of mind, not a set of circumstances. You can have everything you want in life and still feel restless, anxious, or dissatisfied if your mind is constantly occupied with worry, fear, or regret. Conversely, you can be going through difficult times and still find moments of serenity and stillness if you have cultivated a peaceful mind. The key is to develop a mindset that allows you to remain centered no matter what life throws at you. This doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending that everything is okay. It means finding a way to stay calm and grounded, even when things are uncertain or challenging. One of the most effective ways to cultivate inner peace is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the current moment, without judgment. When you are mindful, you are not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. You are simply aware of your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings as they are right now, This practice helps you break free from the cycle of stress and anxiety, allowing you to experience life more deeply and authentically. Mindfulness also teaches you to accept things as they are, rather than constantly trying to control or change them. This acceptance is a powerful foundation for inner peace because it reduces the mental struggle that often leads to stress. Meditation is another powerful tool for cultivating inner peace and stillness. Meditation is about quieting the mind and creating a space where you can connect with your inner self. It allows you to step back from the noise of daily life and observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Regular meditation practice can help you develop a deeper sense of calm, clarity, and self-awareness. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can make a significant difference in how you feel and react to situations. Over time, meditation can train your mind to remain peaceful and centered, even in the midst of chaos. Breathwork is another simple yet powerful technique to cultivate inner peace. Your breath is directly linked to your nervous system, and when you learn to control your breathing, you can influence how your body responds to stress. Deep, slow breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and reduces anxiety. Whenever you feel overwhelmed or stressed, take a moment to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, hold for a few seconds, and then exhale slowly. This simple act can help you reset your mind, calm your nerves, and find a sense of stillness amid turmoil. Letting go is a crucial aspect of cultivating inner peace. Many people carry the weight of past regrets, mistakes, and unresolved emotions, which prevents them from experiencing true peace. Holding on to these burdens is like carrying a heavy backpack that slows you down and drains your energy. Learning to let go means releasing what no longer serves you, whether it's past hurts, grudges, or unrealistic expectations. Letting go does not mean forgetting or ignoring. It means acknowledging the past, accepting it, and choosing to move forward without being weighed down by it. Forgiveness, both for yourself and others, is a vital part of this process. When you let go of resentment and guilt, you create space for peace and joy to enter your life. Another important element of inner peace is self-compassion. Many people are harsh and critical of themselves, constantly focusing on their flaws and shortcomings. This self-judgment creates inner turmoil and keeps you from finding peace. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer to a loved one. It means recognizing that you are human, that everyone makes mistakes, and that imperfection is a natural part of life. When you practice self-compassion, you free yourself from the cycle of self-blame and negativity, allowing yourself to heal and grow. This gentle acceptance of yourself as you are is a powerful pathway to inner peace. Cultivating inner peace also requires simplifying your life. In a world where we are encouraged to do more, achieve more, and consume more, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the constant pursuit of external success. But peace is not about having more, it's about needing less. Simplifying your life means decluttering not just your physical space, but also your mind and schedule. Identify what truly matters to you and let go of everything that distracts you from it. This might mean saying no to unnecessary commitments, reducing screen time, or creating a calm, organized living space. When you remove the excess, you make room for what is truly important, and this clarity brings a sense of peace. Gratitude is another essential practice for cultivating inner peace. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what is lacking or wrong in your life. Gratitude helps you see the beauty and abundance that already exist, even in small things. This shift in perspective can transform how you experience the world, making you more content and less anxious. Each day, take a moment to reflect on a few things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a smile from a stranger, or the feeling of the sun on your skin. This simple practice helps anchor you in the present moment and fosters a sense of peace. Connecting with nature is a simple yet profound way to find inner stillness. Nature has a calming, grounding effect that can help you reconnect with yourself and the world around you. Whether it's taking a walk in the park, sitting by the ocean, or watching the sunset, spending time in nature allows you to slow down, breathe, and let go of stress. Nature teaches you to be patient, to appreciate the rhythm of life, and to find beauty in simplicity. When you immerse yourself in nature, you tap into a sense of peace and harmony that is often hard to find in the hustle and bustle of modern life. Developing a spiritual practice, whatever that may look like for you, can also help cultivate inner peace. Spirituality is about connecting with something greater than yourself, whether it's through prayer, meditation, reflection, or simply a sense of wonder and gratitude for life. It provides a sense of purpose, meaning, and belonging, which can help you find peace in times of uncertainty. Spiritual practices remind you that there is more to life than the daily grind, and that you are part of a larger, interconnected whole. This sense of connection can bring comfort, clarity, and calm, even when the world around you feels chaotic. Another important aspect of inner peace is accepting uncertainty. Many people struggle with anxiety because they are trying to control everything in their lives. But the truth is, there is so much in life that is beyond our control. Trying to predict and control every aspect of the future is exhausting and futile. Inner peace comes from accepting that uncertainty is a natural part of life and learning to live with it. This doesn't mean you stop planning or working towards your goals. It means you stop worrying about things you can't control. When you let go of the need for certainty, you open yourself up to new possibilities, and life becomes less stressful and more peaceful. Inner peace is not a destination you reach once and for all. It's a continuous practice, a journey that requires patience, self-awareness, and effort. There will be days when you feel peaceful and centered, and there will be days when you feel anxious, restless, or overwhelmed. That's okay. The goal is not to be perfect, but to cultivate practices that help you return to a state of peace when you need it. Over time, as you build these habits, you will find that you spend more time feeling calm, grounded, and content, regardless of what's happening around you. Chapter 16. The Power of Gratitude and Appreciation. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices you can cultivate. It has the power to shift your perspective, improve your mood, and attract positive experiences into your life. When you learn to focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you begin to see the world in a new light. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you occasionally. It's about adopting a mindset of appreciation that permeates every aspect of your life. It is a way of seeing the world that allows you to recognize the beauty, abundance, and blessings that already exist, even in the midst of challenges. The power of gratitude lies in its ability to change your focus. Your mind has a natural tendency to pay attention to what's wrong, what's missing, or what's not working. This negativity bias helped our ancestors survive, but it can also lead to feelings of discontent, stress, and anxiety in modern life. Practicing gratitude is a way of retraining your brain to focus on the positives, on what is working well, and on what brings you joy. When you start to appreciate the small things, you build a sense of abundance that can change your entire outlook on life. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, It has a profound impact on your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Numerous studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience less stress, better sleep, and improved overall health. Gratitude reduces anxiety and depression, boosts self-esteem, and strengthens relationships. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you are more likely to experience positive emotions such as joy, contentment, and peace. This is because gratitude shifts your attention away from what's lacking and brings you into a state of appreciation for what is present. One of the simplest ways to cultivate gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big things. They can be as simple as a warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. The act of writing them down helps to reinforce these positive thoughts, making them more prominent in your mind. Over time, you'll find that you naturally begin to notice more things to be grateful for throughout your day. This practice helps to create a mental habit of appreciation, where you start to see the world through a lens of gratitude rather than a lens of scarcity. Expressing gratitude to others is another powerful way to deepen your practice. We often take the people in our lives for granted, assuming they know how much they mean to us. But expressing your gratitude out loud, whether through a heartfelt conversation, a handwritten note, or a simple message, can have a profound effect on your relationships. When you acknowledge and appreciate the people who support you, encourage you, or bring joy to your life, you strengthen your connection with them. Gratitude fosters kindness, compassion, and empathy, creating a positive ripple effect that spreads beyond you. Gratitude is also closely linked to resilience. When life gets tough, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong and lose sight of what's still good. This is when gratitude becomes most valuable. By practicing gratitude during difficult times, you can build resilience and find strength to endure challenges. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending everything is okay. It means acknowledging the good that still exists, even in the face of hardship. For instance, if you're going through a rough patch at work, you can still find gratitude in supportive colleagues, the opportunity to learn, or the simple fact that you have a job. This perspective helps you maintain a sense of hope and balance, which is essential for overcoming obstacles. A powerful practice in gratitude is learning to be grateful for the things that challenge you. This may seem counterintuitive, but every challenge brings with it the opportunity for growth, learning, and self-discovery. When you are grateful for the difficult situations, you are able to see them not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to something greater. For example, if you've experienced a setback, rather than viewing it as a failure, you can choose to see it as a lesson that prepares you for future success. Being grateful for challenges doesn't make them any less difficult, but it does empower you to face them with a sense of purpose and resilience. Another way to deepen your gratitude practice is to immerse yourself in the present moment. Often, we miss out on the beauty and blessings of life because we are too focused on the past or worried about the future. By bringing your awareness to the present, you can appreciate what is happening right now. This might mean savoring the taste of your food, enjoying the warmth of the sun on your face, or simply taking a deep breath and feeling grateful for being alive. Mindfulness and gratitude go hand in hand because both practices encourage you to slow down, notice, and appreciate the world around you. Gratitude can also be a powerful tool for manifestation. When you are grateful for what you already have, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more. This doesn't mean you should practice gratitude just to get more things, but it does mean that a grateful mindset attracts abundance. When you appreciate the abundance that already exists, you align yourself with a frequency that draws more positive experiences into your life. For example, if you want to manifest financial success, start by being grateful for the money you already have, no matter how much or little it may be. This creates a sense of abundance and opens the door for more prosperity to flow into your life. To cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude, try practicing gratitude meditation. Sit quietly and focus on your breath. As you inhale, think of something you are grateful for, and as you exhale, let that feeling of gratitude expand within you. Visualize yourself surrounded by everything you appreciate and allow those feelings to fill your heart. This meditation helps you connect more deeply with the energy of gratitude, bringing a sense of peace, warmth, and contentment. It's also important to remember that gratitude is a choice. There will be days when it feels easier to focus on what's wrong rather than what's right, and that's okay. Gratitude doesn't require you to be happy all the time or to ignore the realities of life. It's about making a conscious decision to focus on the positives, even when things are difficult. This choice may not always come naturally, but like any habit, the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Over time, gratitude can become a way of life, a natural state of being that influences everything you do. One of the most profound aspects of gratitude is that it encourages a shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Scarcity tells you that there is not enough, whether it's time, love, money, or success. And this mindset creates stress, anxiety, and competition. Gratitude, on the other hand, reminds you that there is more than enough to go around. It cultivates a sense of contentment, peace, and generosity. When you feel abundant, you are more willing to share, to give, and to celebrate the success of others because you know that there is plenty for everyone. This shift from scarcity to abundance is one of the most powerful transformations that gratitude can bring. Gratitude is about finding joy in the present moment, appreciating the journey, and recognizing the blessings that surround you every day. It's about shifting your focus from what's missing to what's here, from lack to abundance, and from frustration to peace. When you live with a grateful heart, you cultivate a sense of fulfillment and happiness that is not dependent on external circumstances. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and it allows you to see the beauty and wonder that exist in even the simplest things. The practice of gratitude is simple but profound. It doesn't require anything extravagant, just a willingness to see the good, appreciate the present, and express thanks for the journey. As you cultivate gratitude, you'll find that your life becomes richer, your relationships deeper, and your challenges more manageable. Gratitude is not just a practice, it is a way of life, a choice to see the world through the lens of love, abundance, and possibility. Embrace it and watch as your world transforms. Cultivating inner peace and stillness is about creating a sanctuary within yourself, a place where you can retreat, rest, and recharge, no matter how chaotic the world outside may be. It's about finding balance, harmony, and a deep sense of well-being that comes from knowing you have everything you need within you. When you develop inner peace, you become less reactive, more present, and more capable of handling life's challenges with grace. It is a journey worth taking, one that will not only change how you experience life, but also how you connect with others and the world around you. Remember, peace is not something you find, it's something you create moment by moment with your thoughts, actions, and choices. As you reach the end of this journey, it's important to reflect on the profound power that lies within you, the power to shape your reality, transform your life, and unlock your limitless potential. This book has guided you through a series of principles, practices, and insights designed to help you harness the energy of your mind, emotions, and spirit to create a life that aligns with your deepest desires. The path to true success and fulfillment does not lie in external circumstances, but in the inner mastery of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The foundation of everything you seek to achieve begins with belief. Belief in yourself, your power, and the infinite possibilities that life offers. By setting clear intentions and aligning with the universal flow, you learn to navigate life with grace, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to be feared. Life is a game, and the more you understand how to play the inner game, the more you realize that you are not just a participant, but the creator of your experience. Throughout this book, you've explored the importance of visualization, the power of focus, and the art of emotional alchemy. You've learned how to transform your doubts and fears into confidence and resilience, using patience and persistence as your allies in the face of adversity. You've discovered the significance of inner peace, gratitude, and self-trust, which enable you to navigate life's storms with calm and purpose. Each of these elements is a vital piece of the puzzle, and together they create a powerful framework for living a more intentional, empowered, and fulfilling life. But this journey doesn't end here. The insights and strategies you've gained are tools that you can use every day to build the life you envision. Real change comes from consistent action, from applying these principles in your daily life and making them a part of who you are. It's about making a commitment to yourself to keep growing, learning, and evolving. You are not defined by your past, your circumstances, or your fears. You are defined by your willingness to dream, to take action, and to trust in your power to create a reality that reflects your highest aspirations. Remember, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your goals, you set in motion a chain of events that brings those goals to life. The universe responds to the energy you project, and when you operate from a place of clarity, confidence, and love, you attract experiences that resonate with that energy. This is the essence of manifestation, understanding that you are a co-creator of your reality, and that by mastering your inner world, you can shape your outer world. As you move forward, take with you the lessons of patience and persistence. Understand that true change takes time, and the journey is often filled with ups and downs, but every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dreams. Trust the process, and don't be discouraged by setbacks. Each challenge you face is a lesson, a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The road to success is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Finally, embrace gratitude as a way of life. Gratitude is the key to abundance, the practice that allows you to see the beauty in every moment, no matter how simple. It reminds you that you already have so much to be thankful for, and it opens the door for even more blessings to flow into your life. When you live with a grateful heart, you cultivate a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and it creates a foundation for happiness that is lasting and profound. This book has provided you with the principles and practices to help you unlock your true potential, but the journey is yours to take. You are the master of your destiny, and you have the power to create a life that is not just lived, but truly felt. Embrace your inner strength, trust in your abilities, and know that everything you need to succeed is already within you. The universe is on your side, ready to support you, guide you, and help you manifest your dreams. All you need to do is take the first step and then the next, and keep moving forward with faith, determination, and love. Thank you for taking this journey. May you continue to grow, to shine, and to unlock the limitless potential within you. The world needs your light, your unique gifts, and your courage to dream big. So go out there, believe in yourself, and create a reality that reflects the greatness you were born to achieve.